You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. It's your host, Brian Fullerton, here hanging out with you guys today. Welcome to a beautiful start of the work week and happy Monday morning to all of you guys across the nation. Hey, wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about workwear and clothing, shoes, boots, sunglasses, safety glasses, hats, hearing protection, all that fun stuff to help you guys have a more enjoyable experience as we're out there, cutting that grass and making that cash. Wanted to also talk a little bit about a new partnership in this episode with Chance Daily Hustle with a Brian's 10 promotion and code that you guys can now use to save 10% on your orders from them, because we actually just ordered from Chant and I said, dude, let's put together something for the community. We both came up with the idea at the exact same time. And so many of you guys want workwear, clothing, branded hats, branded shirts, branded polos. And, frankly, it's really hard to find a good, print shop, somebody that makes good designs, good quality designs, to be honest. So anyway, we just got our order in yesterday. Some of you guys might have saw that over the weekend on YouTube. We did a little video there and they turned out really nice. So what I wanted to do is talk about a topic today, like I said, about workwear. I know it sounds kind of simple and no-brainer. And, not every episode is X's and O's and, just crazy meat and potatoes or, thought process of me, screaming at you. Today, I wanted to keep it lighthearted and just talk about what I've personally used and found works the best clothing-wise. I know it sounds simple, but here's the reality. If your feet, out you, if you get hot and that outs you, we work outdoors and your feet are going to hurt, your back's going to hurt, you get sun on you, you get sunburned, burned all over and you can't work. It's going to affect how you are able to work. I know it sounds really simple, but one thing that I've always heard from folks that are 30, 40, 50 plus, especially in the industry, is take care of your body. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Again, doesn't matter how many lawns you got or how ambitious you are. If your feet hurt all day, your knees are hurting all day, or you're all burned up, from the, South sun and the Florida sun and the, Texas heat, well, then we can't, go out there and perform and cut grass. So here's what I want to do. Just keep it a lighthearted conversation today. Talk a little bit about what we use, some different things that we got along the way, maybe some suggestions and, take it or leave it. But at the end of the day, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this episode. So let's do this really quick. Let's kick it over to Marty, Mr. Producer. And hey, really quick, before we do, I got to say, the last couple episodes, Marty's been just rocking it with the ads and the announcements and the ad libs. So if any of you guys are ever looking at your phone, you hit next, for the 30-second skip for our ads. I'm telling you what, you're missing out on some of the best part of the show. No lie. Other podcasts, everybody tries to skip through ads. I get it. But the funny thing is our ads are actually funny. They're actually entertaining. And we do, of course, appreciate the sponsors and the partners that help bring you guys the show. So number one, if you guys can support them, it would really help us every time we go to renew. If they saw, increases of sales and conversions and all that mess from the Cujo folks, the Equipment Defender, the Isotunes, the Ballards, the X Marks. You guys know what I'm talking about. But number two, the episodes the ads that we have on our episodes are hilarious. So Marty, Mr. Producer, had me rolling the last couple times. He's been adding some of these interjections from other folks, including Paul Jameson, which was, what was it? A rising water raises boats or something like that. So anyway, it had me rolling the other day. I was at the gym just laughing and I'm cracking up like an idiot, at the gym. And people are like, what's up with that guy? But anyway, Paul keeps us on our toes. Mr. Producer keeps us on our toes. And so let's kick it over to the best producer in the biz, which also delivers the best ads in the biz. We'll come on right back.
Dang, Brian, after an intro like that, people are going to expect me to be Rodney Dangerfield or Sam Kinison. Not that you kids know who any of those dead comedians are. Can you imagine Richard Pryor here in the age of political correctness, or George Carlin giving audiences trigger warnings and avoiding controversial topics? Yeah, me either. I probably should not try any lame jokes in this segment because we want to call your attention to something very important. Jobber is having their Professional Development Day coming up on Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. It's a one-day event just loaded with business-building workshops for business owners just like you. The cool thing is, it's 100% free. It's online at getjobber.com. In fact, our friends at Jobber are bringing together over 15 speakers. Listen to this lineup. You got Gary V, Gary Vaynerchuk, Profit First author Mike Michalowicz, Keith Kalfas, Corey Ballard of Ballard Incorporated, Chant Singvangsa of Chant's Daily Hustle, NFL superstar Zach Ertz. Now, some of the topics they're going to tackle include leadership, team culture, setting up systems for growth, and much more. You can register for the free event at getjobber.com/PD for professional development. So it's PD Day 2021. I'll just throw the link in the description and make it easy. Or, of course, you can go to getjobber.com, and I'm sure there's a link right there on the homepage. You know, as Gary Vee always says, all your ideas may be solid or even good, but you have to actually execute on them for them to matter. And we think this Jobber event's going to help you execute more effectively. Now, if you keep listening, maybe I'll tell you what happens when Gary Vaynerchuk, Brian Fullerton, and a duck walk into a bar.
All right, good deal, guys. Well, let's just jump right back into it here with talking about workwear, work clothing. We'll keep this short and sweet. I always say that on my episodes, but hopefully this time we don't stretch out talking about work clothes to an hour-long podcast. That'd be something else. That just means that literally you can talk, promote, or sell almost anything. So I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. One other thing I wanted to say is a little announcement. If you guys follow along on Facebook, I know a lot of you guys are on Facebook, in the evenings and at night, managing your pages, your business, answering comments, messenger, all that kind of fun stuff, running ads. If you guys haven't noticed, we just started doing something new. And this is new to me. I've never really done a lot social media-wise with Facebook. And so what I'm doing now on Facebook is having these Facebook Shorts is what I'm calling them, Brian's Law Maintenance Shorts. And for 2 and 3 minute at a time, just really quick, kind of like meat and potato kind of clips, highlighting something, whether it's a product, an idea, a tip, a suggestion. So if you guys haven't went over to our Facebook page and hit follow, I'd really appreciate that support. We just crossed over 10,000 followers, which is quite a bit. That's awesome. I don't really take Facebook too serious. Like, I'm not really on Facebook because you get stuck in Facebook wars and Facebook fights, or I don't care that you just want to take a photo of your ham sandwich at lunch. Like, I don't really care. But I realize I'm not the only one that is out there on the internet. And I realize that a lot of folks are on Facebook all the time, morning, day, and night. And, especially a little bit of the older crowd even, they live on Facebook, which is really fun. So anyway, if you guys want to check out our Brian's Law Maintenance YouTube page on Facebook, and maybe hit follow, we'd really appreciate that support. And then by the end of the week, what I'm doing on YouTube is talking about taking all those little 2-3 minute clips and taking the 4 or 5 days a week that we post on Facebook and making a compilation clip to put that on YouTube. So if you guys want to see the greatest content, the latest and greatest content, the quick little clips, real time, every day at 2 o'clock on Facebook, we'll be dropping those little 3-minute shorts. And then at the end of the week, we'll try to bundle those up and post them on YouTube on Saturday morning. How about that? This last weekend, we just posted about the Ballard LED light bar. I think we did the 4-wheeler when I had to move it into a new storage locker or unit. And then I think I talked about the Rhino hitch, which is a brand new Brian's 10 partner. And I think that video, like last I checked, it had 350,000 views at the time of this recording. I don't know what it is to now. I've never had like a viral video go out there. And so people are like, oh, you're just like an overnight success on YouTube. And I'm like, dude, it's been 5 years of grinding. I've never had a viral video still. Like, I don't even know if I have a video yet over 1 million views. We don't have anything viral ever in any of our content, which is really funny. Cause a lot of other folks, they'll post like one funny video and they'll get, power washing some fence, 5 million views and 50,000 subs in a week or a month. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. So I'm always waiting for my break, just like you guys are, right? So anyways, I'm the slow and steady wins the race kind of guy, just steady Eddie here, which is really funny. But that Rhino hitch had 350,000 views in like 3 days, which is really cool. That's the adjustable drop that you can put in your receiver, and you can raise it or lower it between 7 and 10 inches of travel, depending on which one you got. So really excited about that little partnership there. Not going to do a huge plug on them, but so many of you guys have already picked them up and been asking for months, if not years. Hey, can you get a Brian's 10? And got to talk to one of the guys that runs the show, and we inked that one for you guys to help you save 10%, which on a $389 drop, hey, that adds up, man. It's $40-$50. So anyway, check that out, rhinohitch.com. So any which way, let's talk about clothing. Clothing is one of the things that is I think I've said this on other episodes, or at least my YouTube video. I did like a clothing workwear video last year. It's always been kind of like the Achilles heel or like the bane of my existence. Getting good quality workwear, you think it'd be simple, but there's so many varieties. There's so many choices. You buy something and then you realize like your lawn bro bought something else, and you're like, oh, dude, like looking over the fence kind of syndrome, and you're like, what boots are you wearing? What shoes are you wearing? What shirts are you wearing? So on and so forth. So let's go from feet to head. I don't have any script here. I just want to kick it with you guys for a few minutes. But like I said earlier, I do take clothing really serious now, because when I was just getting started in business, back when rocks were soft and dinosaurs were roaming the planet, and they didn't have lawnmowers back then. I was using my little scythe, my little sickle to cut through the tall grass. We were rocking like Brooks shoes, Asics running shoes. I just take some old Pumas or something like that. We would cut grass in some of my old like cargo shorts, any jeans that I had laying around. Like every other year or every year, I'd buy like a new pair of jeans at the mall, and my older pair would now get turned into my lawn care workwear pants, right? So maybe some of you guys can relate. Or I had the camo military surplus pants. You guys ever been there? You got the green and brown like camo pants. It's like one of the most unofficial official pants of like lawn and landscapers is cargo pant, military surplus camo pants, I should say. It's so weird. I don't know how it ever mixed into our industry, but I see a lot of that. And honestly, they don't look bad. It's just kind of funny. I'm like, when did military pants become a thing in our industry? But anyway, I digress. So back in the day, we would just use hand-me-down, leftover. When we were update our wardrobe, that's the kind of stuff that I was using. Well, again, my body performed because I was young, right? I'm in my 20s, but as I get older, the more I realize, hey, keeping the sun off you, having good foot protection and foot support, having good hearing protection, having good eye protection is extremely important. And I know if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, you're like, yeah, dude, like I'm invincible. I'm a rock star. I get it, dude. I get it. But I'm 35. Like I said, I got a couple gray hairs like poking out once in a while in my head, and I don't know what that's all about. But when you get older, you're really going to do two things. One, you're going to appreciate yourself, your younger self, your 20-year-old self, if you take this stuff serious now. Because, if you lose your hearing or diminish your hearing in your 20s, you're going to pay for it in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and, forever. And hearing is one of those things where you can't get it back. Okay, you can do, the hearing aids. And my wife actually has a background in audiology for 2 years. So this is like a near and dear kind of conversation, because she would see 40, 50, 80-year-old people come into her office all the time. And, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So when you guys talk about hearing equipment or eyesight, last I heard or seen or looked around, they can't replace eyeballs yet. So if you have two eyes and everything's working good, like thank Jesus, protect them. Wear safety glasses, safety goggles, whatever you do, but take that stuff serious. So let's go. Like I said, from foot to head. The first thing I'll talk about is shoes. And like I said, we were rocking Asics, Brooks, anything that we kind of had laying around. I'm not going to do a huge plug here because you guys know the Cujo Yardwear shoes. About 3 years ago now, maybe 4, they came on the radar for us. And there's a funny story there. We've told it a couple times on our Cujo podcasts with Sean Langton, the founder, that I was literally in the truck with one of my employees, Connor or Aaron, I can't remember who. I think it was Aaron, and he's a 19-year-old baseball kid. He's crazy, squirrely, and super fun kid. Well, I was like, man, there's got to be some kind of shoe out there that I could wear during the day that breathes, that's lightweight, because I was always wearing Red Wings boots. So I always rock the Red Wings 435 boot. It was like a dark tan boot. It didn't have a replaceable sole or like the leather foot part, the sole. So unfortunately, I had to there were throwaways every year, $189, $200. We were going through them, and then my feet are like pronated or whatever. So I kind of walk on the inside of my feet. So they'd always get raw on the inside part of the ball of my foot very quickly, and so we would rip through there, and then you get the little air pockets, the beads would fall out, water would get in them. And so anyway, I include the little Dr. Scholl's inserts in there, but still my feet are kind of pronated or whatever. So they, always rubbed raw. And so we go through boots like crazy. So what also happened was in the morning, it's really dewy out. At least in the Midwest, I don't know how the Florida turf is. Actually, I know the Florida dew is a real thing too with the humidity. Because when I was down there visiting just a couple weeks back, it was crazy, like how much moisture was in the grass when we would go to the pool. We had a family friend had a timeshare condo. They gave us a week with it. So we took all of our family down and got to hang out. Well, we would go to the pool at, 11:30, 12 in the afternoon. And I was like, oh my God, like the grass is still dewy. It's still wet. So I would imagine the dew is a real thing from, the marshes of Florida down there all the way to, here in mid Michigan. So either which way, I would wear my Red Wings boots in the morning, and then once that dew finally kicked off, we would switch out to our running shoes, our Asics or our Brooks or whatever I had left over, and that's what we would rock and sport, during the rest of the afternoon. And then any which way, the funny story was, I was like, man, there's got to be somebody who can develop a shoe that's somewhat waterproof, that's lightweight and breathable, that I could wear the whole day, and blah blah blah. Why does anybody make anything like that? And I swear, it was within 24 hours, I got an email from Cujo Yardwear Shoes, and they're like, hey, we got this new product. We just launched a year ago. We're looking to, spread the word and work with some lawn care folks, some influencer space stuff. Any opportunity we could send you a pair to try out. And honestly, after a couple conversations back and forth, and then we demoed them. I actually asked for 3 pairs. I gave one to me, one to my friend Brandon, one to my friend Mike. And after like 6 weeks, I said, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up from all of us. I said, dude, we need to rock these things. So we've been rocking them ever since. They're a Brian's 10 partner. They've been, sponsors on the show. They've been to our live event. You guys have seen them at GIE. Just great people. So check out the Cujo shoes. That's what's been great for day-to-day walking and cutting grass. And then they also have their 1X boot. That's their new landscaping boot that they dropped last summer. My guys, Rob and Dave, love them. They wear those all day. I'm like, you guys can wear your Cujo shoes. They're like, no, I love the boots. And so if you're doing landscaping, you're moving wheelbarrows, you're working inside of landscape beds, you want a little bit more arch support, something that goes up, 8 or 10 inches up the calf. Check out the 1MX or the 1X boot, whatever it's called. I think 1MX is an Express shirt. But anyway, check out the 1X boot. By the way, a couple other options out there that I know, not everybody wants to buy the Cujos. That's totally cool. I get it. Keen makes some great boots. Columbia makes some good boots. Get a good pair of like hiking, walking boots. If you don't want to, rock the Cujos or something like that, that's fine. But here's the bottom line. Invest in good quality footwear. I beg of you, because when you're out there first couple hours in the morning, it's no big deal, but you start, going through the day and 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, your feet hurt, or your shoes are too tight, or they're too big, and you're walking all around and shifting all around. That does add up, and it is a wear and tear on your feet. And guys, we're active, we're mobile, we're out there walking 5, 10, 20 miles a day, whatever we're doing with, especially if you're the trimmer guy or you're doing large commercial sites. Invest in some good quality, shoes. I mean, here's the bottom line. Don't go to Walmart. This was my first boot that I actually bought and wore, probably 10 years ago today, because I was about 5 years in business, and I would just wear the all leftover Asics and Brooks. We would rock the Brahma boots from Walmart. Anybody out there? Can you raise your hand in your mind's eye, raise your little hand. That was me. Those boots, those are not good boots, guys. Those are like, I don't even know. I wouldn't even like, I was going to say, maybe, those are your first boots for like your little 10-year-old boy or son. Like, I still wouldn't even put my kids' feet in those boots. They were awful. They were so rigid. They were so garbage. They were so garbage that I don't even know how Walmart sells them or keeps them in stock. They have like an unlimited warranty. Like, even 4 years later, if they fall apart, they'll give you new ones, because they sell them for $40. They make them for $5. So Walmart's like, yeah, lifetime warranty or whatever, right? They were pure garbage. Don't do that. That's the point. Don't get $45 shoes from Meijer or your local, big box store. Don't get the $40 boots from Walmart or whatever. Get good quality shoes, good quality footwear. I beg of you, just so your feet will stay safe, healthy, and also look for good safety and protection. Something that has good arch support, good ankle support, something that might have a composite toe or a steel toe. Some of you guys, are required to wear that stuff with your company or the company you work for. So that's always something to keep in mind. And hey, you're working around machinery, you're working around heavy equipment. I don't think you can go wrong with a composite toe or a steel toe. Okay, so invest in good quality footwear. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about socks. Socks. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse here, but find good socks. Something that's breathable, something that goes up over your ankle and the back of your calf. So something that's got like a 10-inch, length to it. That way you're not like getting your shin or the back of your calf rubbed raw. That's a real thing. I mean, we're all going to deal with that for the first couple of weeks in the season as your feet kind of get those calluses and kind of get more used to working outdoors. Just like your wrist is going to be like numb the first week or two. So it's like one of those things where you got to kind of like break back into the season. That's why lifting some weights in the off season, like February, March, isn't a bad idea, just to kind of get the rust out. And for some of you guys that are super fit, you already know what I'm talking about. So God bless you guys. You're ahead of the curve. So great job. But for the rest of us, invest in good quality socks. I whether you wear like a wool sock or just something that's a little bit thicker, a little bit extra padded, is a great option. Your feet might get a little hot, a little sweaty, but wear good boots and good shoes that breathe, and you shouldn't have too much of an issue with that. Bottom line, don't be rocking Crocs, okay? If I see you out there rocking Crocs, I don't care if you're on the mower, I don't care if you're on a mower team, I don't care if you're just pulling weeds. Guys, a pair of scissors fall, a pair of like a safety blade falls, a knife, you open up a bag of topsoil and you just, slice it open with your pocket knife or your multi-tool. Look, we don't want stupid mistakes, okay? Let's not have anybody listening or our team go to urgent care. We don't want any of that. So for the love of God, I don't care if you're just moving a truck. I don't care if you're just, loading a lawnmower, no Crocs, no sandals, no flip-flops, none of that kind of stuff. Okay. Anytime you're around all of this kind of equipment, wear good quality shoes, good quality footwear. Okay. I think if we start there, we'll solve 60-70% of our problems. Okay. Let's keep going up. We did the feet. We did the socks. Let's talk about pants and shorts. For me personally, I found the most success rocking either Dickies pants. That's what I used for a long time. Or more recently, from Duluth, it's the men's midweight fire hose pant. It's the men's midweight fire hose pant, if I'm not mistaken, from Duluth. They're not cheap. They're like $69, $79. They're definitely not cheap, but you can sometimes find like a BOGO or a buy one, get one 50% off. That's not a bad deal. So if you take $300-400 up there, you're like, dude, I'm not spending $400 for pants. I'm telling you, they're great pants. They're solid pants. They can keep you cool. They can keep you safe. They're a little bit thicker than just like a blue jean. They don't tear as much. That kind of a deal. Same thing with the Dickies, like that slate gray. A lot of you guys have seen the Dickies pants. You can get those at a lot of like Walmarts and Meijer's. Another great option out there. And then again, if you want the camo pant, God bless you, go get 4 pairs of camo. Here's my rule of thumb with clothing: get 5 pair. 5 pair, whatever you're doing, besides the shoes, right? Get 5 pair because you're working 5 days a week. Most of us, at least, are out in the field 5 days. And if you only work, 4 days a week in the field and 1 office day, that's cool. But still get 5 pair. Get 5 pair for you, 5 pairs for your guys, whatever it is, because don't assume that your guys are going to have time to wash their clothes midweek. Okay, I'm just telling you, like if you're working with a bunch of 18, 19, 20, 25-year-old kids, young guys, teach them grooming, teach them, good hygiene. You're like, well, that's not my job. Listen, a lot of people didn't grow up with, parents or father figures or people, parents in the home to teach them the basics. Hey, you want to work for us? Every day you show up, clean clothes, wash clothes, deodorant on, you're freshly kept, you're shaven, your hair is not 3 days greasy, all gelled back. Okay. Wash. And you're like, oh, do we really have to teach this to our people? Yes. Yes, you do. I mean, most employee handbooks have something about hygiene. Okay. And so I don't know if you can say, hey, you have to shave every day, but if you have a beard, it better be kempt. You know what I mean? And I'll fight that one tooth and nail because we're making an impression out there. Your clothes speak volumes. In fact, I heard a little nugget out there. It said, always wear nice shoes and always take care of your shoes and always polish your shoes because most people, the first thing that they ever see on you is actually your shoes. And I'm like, what? Well, the little idiom is most people are walking around with their head down because they have such a low self-image that the first thing that they run into is your shoes. And I'm like, wow, that's an interesting one. So when you got dress shoes, you got work boots, whatever it is, get the leather shiner, the leather treatment, the wax, the polisher, whatever it's called. Send them to a Red Wings boots store. Go get them cleaned up and molded for the foot part, for the leather part, the walking sole. Go get them resold for $100, whatever it is. Keep your boots looking clean. If you got like the metal cap toe poking through, guys, go buy some new boots. If you got like a hole in your shoes and you can stick your big toe out and you think it's funny, it doesn't look the most professional. And I'm not getting on your case. I'm just telling you, these are those little 1% that if we start adding up all these little 1%, that's going to make the difference between winning and losing, right? So don't think it's funny or cute. Like if you're you got the heel and it's like flapping and it looks like a little sock puppet, and you're like, oh, look at, I'll just duct tape that. And you got duct tape wrapped around your feet, or your guys. By the way, maybe your guys are 18, 19. It's their first job. They got a little beater car, and they're just trying to get life started. Like we've all been there. Like I've been there. I was there forever. If you really, want to go invest $100 into your guys, go get them some nice shoes, go get them some nice boots. I do. And that's because you get it all for free. No, not at all. I buy all my stuff still, dude. Like Cujo will hook us up when they got something new coming out, but when we re-up, we buy our stuff. And so I always am investing into my guys. Hey, here's some ISO tunes. Hey, here's some Cujos. Here's some work pants. I gave Rob my credit card. And I said, Rob, I believe in you. You believe in me. We're a team. I said, your pants look like crap. I said, you're wearing thick jeans. You're sweating your butt off. I can tell. There's no breathability there. I said, here's the credit card, company credit card. Go get $350 worth of jeans. He goes, what do I get? I told him. I said, go buy 4 or 5 pair. I said, find out whatever you like. I said, go buy 10 pairs of underwear too, dude. I don't care. Just go get some nice stuff. And I wanted to invest in the Rob. I care about my people. Hearing protection, footwear protection, pants. You're like, well, I got 18 guys. I can't do that. Okay, I get it. That's realistic. But I will tell you, I get little notifications when you guys use the Brian's 10 code on the Cujo website, like, as an affiliate commission or transaction, because you guys know that we get a kickback. And I see all the time, guys buying 4 pair, 6 pair, 8 pair. Some of you guys buy 10 pairs of your shoes for your crew. And I think that's really awesome. I mean, maybe Father's Day gift, maybe somebody's birthday, maybe somebody's anniversary date, maybe in the fall at Christmas or something like that, or Thanksgiving, or you guys, I don't know, company party, maybe a company picnic, surprise your crew with 4, 5, 8 pairs of shoes and just say, hey, thanks for doing what you're doing. Just want to give back to you guys. I don't know. Maybe score some, $14,000, $15,000, $20,000 landscape job. It's under budget. It's profitable and under schedule, on time. You did it in 4 days instead of 5. Well, go, take care of those guys. Spread the love, right? One last thing we'll talk about as we keep going up is pants, I should say, is with Cujo, they do have some new pants coming. So look forward to that late summer, maybe even fall. But I think Sean, Kelsey, and Craig are looking to rock those and maybe make a little debut in the summer. I know nothing. Don't ask me. Don't shoot me DMs and all that kind of mess. I don't know. Sometimes we get a little sneak peek. Sometimes I just get an email saying, hey, these are coming out next week. And then maybe sometimes we'll get a sample. But I told them, hey, pants would be awesome because I don't mind spending the $70 at Duluth, but $70 is still $70. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep going. As we go up, here's one of the exciting things for me is talking about shirts and sweatshirts, polos, hoodies, that kind of mess. Over the years, we've used a dozen people. We've had good clothing. We've had bad clothing. Frankly, most of my clothing's been bad and miserable. And so what we have going on now is a partnership with Chance Daily Hustle in the Daily Hustle store. If you are a new customer of theirs, you get 10% off on any of your first orders. How cool is that? So if you buy shirts or hats or whatever, 10% off. It doesn't, unfortunately, apply to stickers because there's not like a lot of margin in stickers, Chant was telling me. So don't expect that. But we just ordered 40 shirts from them because here's the long story short. I had polos. They were still a little heavy, a little thick from a different company. Then I went to yellow high vis shirts, and they were more of a kind of like a 50-50 cotton polyester. And they would just get soaking wet and sweat. Like you could see like an actual ring line, around the neck from the sweat or on your back, the little valley going down your back, right? So what we did is then we went to, I was like, there's got to be something different. One of you guys, I think, turned me on to the Hanes SPF 50 yellow high-vis shirts from Amazon. It's like a 2-pack. They're like $20. You can't beat that. So I bought, I don't know, like 4 or 6, shirts, like 2 or 3 packs for me, 2 or 3 packs for Rob. And they were good. They're actually a nice shirt. The problem with them is that yellow high vis, they get dirty. They get dirty like crazy. And I know, I joked about this on the YouTube video. I know you guys think I don't get dirty and I don't work, but I do. I'm out there every day just like you guys. I don't know where this comes from. But do they get crazy dirty? So when you do the I don't know if you guys can hear that, like the swiping off on your pecs, with mulch or your fast food or your dirt or compost, like it just gets crazy dirty on your chest, crazy dirty on your arms when you're wiping your nose, and then the pit stains. We all sweat. I sweat. It's grody. I'll be honest. And so the yellow high vis, they just get trashed. And actually, one of you guys left me a comment today. I said, well, if you're looking for high vis, maybe try orange. And somebody commented this morning on the on the YouTube video, hey, not to burst your bubble, but orange is the same way. And I went, crap. Like I thought the orange was the silver bullet, right? So I do like the high vis. So it's kind of this weird trade-off because now we have these new slate gray shirts. They're 100% polyester, if I'm not mistaken. They're a Hanes style SPF shirt. It's by a brand named Sport Tech. I don't know, guys. I don't do shirts for a living, but it's a super nice shirt. We just got ours in the other day. It was $750 for me to get all new uniforms, and we got a gob. We got 40 shirts, so 20 in short sleeve. I got 20 in a long sleeve. We ordered, I think it was 10 mediums for both short and long, 5 large for short and long in case somebody jumps on the crew. And then Rob is a 2X, so we got 5 short, 5 long. So I ordered 20 shorts, 20 longs, 40 shirts together. Then I also ordered 3 hats I'm looking at right here on my table. So that whole order was $750. New uniforms, they're shimmery, they look nice, like it's a nice polyester fabric. They breathe. I'm so excited about having good quality shirts. I got my logo on the left chest, big logo on the back with my phone number. I think it says residential and commercial. Super simple, guys. So I'm in that trade-off between high vis and then like a nice polyester shirt that breathes, that doesn't get caked dirty. So we went with that dark slate gray. I didn't want black because we can't, wear black out there in the sun. But at the same point, I didn't want like a high vis or a light pastel because they're going to get dirty. So I know this might sound kind of rudimentary for some of you guys that have been doing this for 4 or 5 years. You guys get it. But there's a lot of people that are listening to the show who are brand new. This is their first year in business and they're about to go drop $500 in shirts. Heed my warning, heed my advice, would you? And we're rooting for you guys all the way. And that's the theme of the podcast, the YouTube channel, the Instagram, all the content we put out is, hey, learn from all of our mistakes that have all been doing this for 5-10 years. And we made all these, dummy rookie mistakes, right? High vis, they're great. If I was going to do it all over again, here, just like what we're doing right now, I'm going to go with the gray shirts. We're going to rock those all year. And then if we do anything by a highway, a major road, my guys want to wear them even for their own protection. We have high-vis safety vests. Okay, there's typically, if you buy like a combi unit or a chainsaw, sometimes a mower, sometimes they'll throw in a high-vis safety vest for, $5, $10, $20, or they'll just throw it in. I have a couple of them hanging around. I don't even honestly know where I got them from, but they're $20, $5. You can get them at Uline. You can probably get them at your local dealer, to be honest with you. Maybe look at Amazon. Get a little safety vis, high vis vest. And that way, when you're doing the residential lawns, you don't have to maybe sport the high vis safety vest. But if you're doing your commercial properties or something like that, or by a road or a highway, and you or your guys want to feel safe and more protected or more visible, hey, rock and roll with the safety vest. But for me, I got to have that trade-off between safety and my shirt's not getting trashed and us looking like bums, right? So that's what we're doing. The polos are nice. I wear polos when I do like commercial bids or estimates just to kind of look a little +1. Residential folks, take it or leave it, right? So let's see. All right, so we're moving up. So shirts, hats, hoodies. Don't underestimate a long sleeve polyester shirt or a sun type shirt, an SPF 50, UVB, UVA type shirt. We wear the long sleeves, honestly, all last year, and you would think they'd be hotter, but the reality is that it kept us cooler because it kept the sun off of our arms, neck, and whatever. So don't underestimate those long sleeve shirts, those Hanes SPF 50s on Amazon. if you just start there, they'll do you wonders. You don't have to get the high vis. You could get some grays or whatever. Take them to a local friend that can screen print them or whatever for $20, right? But at the same point, I don't underestimate the long sleeve shirts. Up here, it's not uncommon to see all of our friends that are working 12, 14 hours a day, they all, like, you can tell, like, the career guys, like, they've been doing this for 30 years. Whether they're, black, white, Hispanic, they all are wearing the long sleeve shirts. That's a cue I took probably a year or two ago. I'm like, man, I was just looking around. I was so tired of spending money on shirts. I redid my shirts through Big Frog. It was like a local print shop thing. They might be a chain. They did a good job, but it was kind of pricey. And I had the 50-50 cotton and polyester blend. And then I went to the high vis shirts that were long sleeve. Me and Rob, we loved them. We rocked those things. They were so nice. They breathe. But we moved to the gray polyester blend with the long sleeve. And so keep that sun off, you guys. I know it looks cool to have like a nice dark tan, and a good base. But you don't need that sun beating on you 12, 14 hours a day. It's not good for you. Treat your skin, skin cancer serious. It's a real thing. And we know people that have, had things removed and all that kind of mess. And so that's my little dad life over here, PSA, okay?
Skin cancer is not that bad. It grows on you. Actually, please take to heart what Brian is saying and protect yourself. Of course, as an Irishman myself, we've had sunscreen for years. It's called a pub. Marty McCheesy with you here on the show. All right, I guess, St. Patrick's Day is already coming past. There is more with Brian in just a moment. Have you picked up the whole ball of wax yet? David did.
Hey, my name is David. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. I'm starting a lawn care business this year. So I recently purchased the Entrepreneur Academy Whole Ball of Wax program. So you get every program that Brian offers and a coaching call. So any questions you still have at the end of the academy, when you're finished with it, you can ask him and he will at least steer you in the right direction. So I would absolutely recommend it. It'll make you money in the long run with just the information that you're getting. So if you're deciding on whether or not to get it, get it. Absolutely. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you, Brian, and thank you for all the information you gave me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, kind sir, for your testimony. Now, if you have bought the whole ball of wax, go ahead and send Brian some feedback using your phone voice recording app. And of course, to score this limited time deal, head over to LawEntrepreneurAcademy.com to see what all the fuss is about.
As we go up, what do we got left? Hats, whether you're wearing a trucker hat, a Nike cap, a floppy hat, wear some kind of hat protection, guys. Your scalp and your hair, you have more of your scalp and your head exposed to the sun than you would imagine. I know you think you got a big, lock full of headed hair, but a lot of you guys that got buzz cuts, hello, like your whole head is exposed. And the thing that is going to have the most heat escape or attract the most heat is going to be your dome, believe it or not. And your dome is actually what's going to regulate a lot of your body as well, your body's temperature, your core temperature. So protect your head, whether you wear a do-rag, whether you wear a bandana, whether you wear a hat, a floppy hat, something like that. Just keep the sun off your face, keep the sun off your neck as best as you can. And then also, talking about sunscreen for a quick minute, sunscreen and SPF, 15, 30, 50, whatever. I'm not a sunscreen expert, but guys, lather that stuff up, man. Like, lather it up. If you want to go bake at the pool, that's one thing. But when you're out there, again, me and my guys, we have 2 or 3 cans always rolling around in the side doors of the trucks. I think we have a can on the workbench on the trailer talking about keeping sunscreen on 24/7. We tell the guys, Rob and myself, like at 2:00, we'll reapply because honestly, you sweat it off. It lasts for a few hours, or you put some cold water on a towel and you're wiping your neck or your face, at lunch. That's what we do. Put on some new sunscreen. Put on some new SPF. I love using the spray versus the lotion. I don't feel like the spray gets into my shirt and my shirt collars as much, and so when you're using the lotion, this is like practical tips. I'm telling you, I've been doing this for 15 years. When you have the lotion, it gets into your shirt collars and sometimes it stains. It stains the shirt. So stay away from like the white lotion, the creams. For me personally, I love the sprays, okay? What else do I got? All right, so let's go to the front of the face, talk about safety glasses, sunglasses. We rock Oakleys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We got the Holbrook and the Holbrook XLs. They've been a great glass for us, safety glass. A lot of them are like Z87 rated and above nowadays. So if somebody's like, oh, you can't wear Oakleys, like, check the ratings, do your own due diligence, but you should be good to go. Outside of that, Z87, okay, get a Z87 safety glass or above. I'm not a safety expert, but I know we always heard back at True Green in the warehouse I used to work at, Z87, blah blah blah. Okay, whether you go get $10 Z87 rated glasses at your dealer, at an Oakley, online, whatever. Here's the funny thing. Here's the thing that you guys have always heard in every safety training briefing. By the way, if you have a guy working for you, you need to do a daily or a weekly safety briefing. Like, take safety serious. Talk about safety everywhere you go. 3-point lifts, 3-point grabs in and out of the truck, 2 feet in one handle, right? Like 3-point lifts and movements, safety glasses, hearing protection, shoes. Like, you got to model it if you want your guys to do it. And so, again, it goes full circle to when I was working at a warehouse, our guy was like, hey, the safety glasses only work if they're on. Ha ha. And you're like, everybody's just like, counting time and waiting for shift to break, right? Or lunch. Well, he's not wrong. Guys, like, let's be honest. Like, we got to keep the safety glasses on to protect our eyes, right? Keeping them flipped up over your hat, wearing them backwards like you're playing baseball and you got them flipped up on the backside of your head, the back of your head. It's not doing anything for anybody, okay? If they're in your pocket, if they're hanging off your shirt, they're left in the truck, I don't care. If your guys don't come to work with their safety glasses or their hearing protection or their boots, send them home. Send them home. Like, you're like, well, I can't afford to. Trust me, it's cheaper to send them home to go get their crap and to make a lesson out of this than it is to have them work for you. And then you have a workers' comp disability style claim. And then you got to pay out $5,000, $10,000, $100,000 or lose a guy or get sued for something stupid because you didn't enforce it. Okay. And I'm just being honest, like, this is a business. We treat it serious. You got to wear your safety glasses. You got to wear your hearing protection. If I don't see it on, I'm not going to be like, gnawing at you. But at the same point, I'm going to be like, hey, dude, we always do this. We like when you're pointing somebody like eyes to eyes, you got your fingers, 2 fingers, like the little V thing, and you're swapping back and forth. That's what we always do with our guys. So anytime we're walking out of the trailer with a trimmer or the mower, and guys approaching the property to drop the deck and turn on the PTO, we always do like the tap two eyes on our with our fingers. And so that's our little code. We use a lot of finger movements to communicate because you can't hear each other, right? So the little eyes, little tapping of the eyes on the safety glasses, that means where's your eyes? And so bake this into the culture of your guys, so then not only do they get it, but they kind of reinforce it. Okay. And I care about you guys. I don't want to hear any horror stories or see any horror stories, or, I've had people send me stuff. I'm like, I don't even want to see that. I got to click the show more, cause it's like, hidden, kind of a thing. And, I clicked on one and it was some dude who has his eyeball split in half. And I'm like, I don't want to see that. Like, and then obviously like that guy's eyesight is ruined for life. His family is, medical bills, who knows what's happening. And then the owner, the foreman, they feel like crap, or, you know what I mean, guys? Let's just avoid all this year. Can you guys just pledge to me that you'll keep your safety glasses on, that you'll wear your work boots, that you'll wear good quality pants or shorts, that you guys will wear your hearing protection? I do it for me, okay? I don't send me those kind of videos, by the way, of somebody cutting down a tree and it, swings and smashes some dude's face off in a ladder. Don't send me that crap. That's disgusting, okay? Let's not have those kind of viral videos, okay? Where somebody comments dead. That's not cool. That's not cool, okay? Let's not have that happen to any of our listeners of our show, okay? That's my prayer for you guys. All right, let's wrap it up with hearing protection. Last thing I'll say is, you guys know the ISO-tunes. I've lived by those the last 4 years. I've tried thousands of hearing protection. If you want to rock them, great. If you don't, no big deal. Some of you guys are like, well, I can't really hear that well out of them. The ISO-tunes Pro 2.0, that's the orange ones. That's what I use for mowing. The frees are what we wear at the gym, or, when I'm just walking around the house or around town. I don't think the frees are going to be as loud as the pros, because the cone doesn't go as deep, because the frees are wireless. The 2.0s wire around your ears, so there's a little bit more going on there, and it's a little bit bigger cone. Okay. The ISO-tunes Pros, they're like $89. Brian's 10 partner, it saves you $10. I think it's free shipping too, which is really cool. support those guys, man. They make a good quality product. But regardless, wear something. Apple earbuds, AirPod Pros, not exactly designed for hearing protection. Okay, they're for music, but they're not blocking noise coming in. Okay, they're there for just music and pushing music into your eardrum. By the way, the reason the IsoTune Pros 2.0s don't go too loud is, again, we don't want to damage your hearing. So if you're like, well, I always listen to my stuff cranked up to level 10, that's actually not good for two reasons. One, it's going to damage your hearing, but two, you can't hear what's going on around you, right? You can't hear what's going on around you. You can't hear somebody screaming. You can't hear somebody who's trapped under a mower. You can't hear a car whizzing by. You can't hear the little kids, across the street playing basketball and the ball tap, tap, tap on the concrete, right? So as much as you want to pour a good podcast in, which I applaud you, or you're listening to, Andy Frisella, rip it from the frame right on his podcast, screaming at you, that's fine. But you don't want to have your music so cranked up where you can't hear what's going on around you. By the way, and you don't have to get the IsoTunes, okay? You can get 3M Peltors. You can get 3M Work Tunes. You can get, a couple other different options out there. I've just personally found the IsoTunes hold up. They hold up to our robust conditions, 8 to 12 hour battery life. They last all day. They're $90. They're a little pricey, but not really when you look at what else is out there. Okay, like Beats by Dre, Bose, a couple of, AirPod Pros are $300 from Apple. Don't get any of the skull candy crap, the $49 headphones. They're not going to last. Don't get anything with an over the head band, the plastic bands. Those are going to get brittle. They crack. You're going to get snagged in a tree, right? Try to get something that's wireless, by the way. I know these are kind of remedial things, but I'm trying to just go off of this, all off the top of my head, but wires all over the place, no bueno, guys. Try to get something that's wireless. Make an investment. You're like, well, I've never bought $90 headphones. I'm the $29 guy. Look, I get it, but drop the extra $50, invest into yourself so you don't have wires dangling all around your trimmer or your mower and your control levers, right? If those cords get wrapped around a tree, you get the earbud like ripped in there and it pulls your whole ear out and pulls your head, and then you jolt the mower to the left and then you run over the stupid wellhead, the emergency shutoff valve in the front lawn under the little Bradford pear. Not good scenarios, right? So get away from the wires, find something that's wireless, find something that's Bluetooth, invest in good quality headphones, okay? And by the way, the head cans, IsoTune has the IsoTune links. So if you do like the head cans, I actually like the head cans. I just don't wear them in the summer because any guys out there know you get that the white ring around your ears, and that's a hot turn on there for the wife, especially in the summer when you're at the pool party and you got the white ring. Oh yeah, some of you guys know what I'm talking about too. You're walking around town or you're at the beach and you see like the contractor guy that's got the 12 inches of black dark tan shin, but the rest of his feet are pasty white because he wears work boots all day. But he wears shorts, and then he's got the 12 inches of like super dark tan leg, and then he's got the other 12 inches of his foot that's completely pasty white, even more white than his thigh. Hilarious when you see those guys at the beach, June, July, August. So we always do a little repost in the summer. Send me your best, worst farmer's tan lines. That's funny right there. Those are always good photos that you guys send me. Send them to me again this July, August, would you? Because we'll repost some of the best ones that we get. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. We got feet, good quality footwear, good quality socks, good quality pants. If you want to rock the camos, man, God bless you. Somebody will tag me on DM with this podcast. If you got the camos, send me a selfie, and I want to see them. I didn't cover underwear, but I guess if you want, wear something that's also polyester that wicks. You know what I'm saying? Or your Duluth, right? Your Duluth underwear, whatever. We need an underwear partner. There you go. Talking about shirts, find something that's a polyester blend, something that wicks, deodorant, something that's 24, 48 hours lasting, degree, whatever. We use a lot of the organic stuff. Be honest with you, it's done by 5. The organic healthy stuff, it doesn't last without the aluminum and all that mess. So I got to go home, shower, then reapply for sure. When it comes to your neck, if you want to wear like a scarf or the SA shields, like a do-rag or something like that, look, keep the stuff off your neck, front and back. You're whipping grass. A lot of guys will wear gaiters, poison ivy, that kind of stuff. Treat that stuff serious. Get a neck gaiter. Everybody has a neck gaiter now a year later. Okay. I mean, you got probably 10 of them. You got 4 laying around on your floor in your truck. Wear them. They're great for dust protection and keeping, all the sap and crap off your neck. Hats, just a review. I don't care if it's a trucker hat. I don't care if it's a flat bill hat. Keep the sun off your face. Keep the sun off your dome. Keep the sun off your back, of your neck. Okay. And then what else do we got? Hearing protection and eye protection. Guys, invest in good quality safety glasses. Again, I don't think there's a bionic eye just yet. So at that point, treat them really serious. Like, you can't buy an eye even if you got $1 million. Okay. So what's your safety protection wearing to you? I don't got $20 or $30. Dude, just go buy some safety glasses. Go buy some good Holbrooks or whatever your safety sunglasses is of choice. By the way, one little tip. If you get all these extra free pairs of safety glasses, pass them out. If you got 10 pairs in your locker, in your trailer or in your glove box, if you happen to see the 15-year-old kid that doesn't know better, give him a pair of safety glasses. Just do the bro wave. What up, dude? Hey, really quick, saw that maybe you left your sunglasses or safety glasses inside. Don't embarrass them, but say, hey, saw that you might have left your safety glasses inside. Just here, I got an extra pair. I care about you. I just wanted to give you these. I do that all the time. I always get, hey, thanks, man. And then I say, I just wait there for a quick second as they peel them out of the plastic and put them on. Because I do make it a little socially awkward because I care about them. And I'm not like the safety glasses police. I'm not the safety patrol, right? But guys, come on, let's care about each other out there. Let's care about, our fellow man and help these people to put on good PPE and safety gear. Pass those things out. Every time you buy a combi, every time you buy a hand tool, like a trimmer, blower, chainsaw, they always give you a free safety glasses. Anytime you buy anything from Steel, they always include, good orange steel safety glasses, so on and so forth. Pass that stuff out. If you got 10 pairs laying around, keep 3. Pass the other 7 out to a homeowner, to your neighbor, so on and so forth. And then hearing protection, Beats by Dre, Skull Candies. That's not hearing protection. Those are headphones. Totally different. We want to protect your ears. Get the 3Ms, get the IsoTune Links, get the IsoTunes Pros, the 2.0s, the extras, right? We're saving you money all across the board on this kind of stuff. So make the commitment, make the investment, and treat your hearing serious because, man, I'll tell you what, it's kind of sad the stories that my wife has heard and seen with folks in their 20s and 30s coming into the hearing office. She's doing hearing tests all day, and I'm like, what was your day? She's like, oh, I had this 23-year-old kid in. He's been working, construction, and something dropped and blew out his eardrum, and I'm like, damn, like that's no joke. So you don't get your hearing back, you don't get your eyesight back. Treat it really serious. Let's not have any accidents this year. I don't want to see any crazy memes or photos or anything like that. Okay. All right, that's what I got for you guys. 48 minutes on clothing, safety protection, and hearing protection. I guess we baked a little PPE into this. This is my safety briefing. This is my PSA for you guys, right? So, guys, I care about you. We want to make sure that you guys are safe. I want to see you guys go home to your families. We're working hard in our businesses. It's a means to an end. Our businesses are designed to get us the dreams and goals that we want. And I want to make sure that when you guys go home after 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. every night, that you can go enjoy your family with, 2 legs, 2 arms, both your eyes, both your ears, everything's working, and you're not sore, you're not tired, you're not fatigued as much as you have to be, from wearing bad boots, bad shoes, so on and so forth, guys. So make that commitment, invest in yourself, take care of your body, take care of your clothing, take care of your folks, take care of the guys around you and your crew and your staff, and it'll all pay big dividends for you guys throughout the rest of the year and throughout the rest of life. So, guys, that's what I got for you today on this show. Look forward to catching up with you here later this week on Wednesday and Friday. New podcasts every 3 days, or every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I should say, 3 times a week. Marty, Mr. Producer, always bringing the show without fail. Also, last little highlight is the Hardscape Academy promotion. Limited time promotion. We're still buttoning it down when we're going to wrap that up, but it's going to be soon. For $9.99, you get the whole ball of wax, 38 resources. It's $999, but it's valued at over $2,500 if you bought everything off the website a la carte. And then also you get $249 worth of training programs and resources from the Hardscape Academy. How cool is that? You get the how to install pavers, how to install retaining walls, the vision casting and goal setting webinar that we did. That's a $49 value. And if it couldn't get more, but wait, there's more. You also get the extra coaching call with us from Brian's Law Maintenance, Brian Fullerton, yours truly here. So you get 2 coaching calls, part of the whole ball of wax. That promotion is a limited time run. We added it up. It's like $2,980 if you got all of that a la carte. So if you guys want to literally crush it with your business. Maybe you just got the stimmy in. You want to reinvest in yourself, reinvest in your business, reinvest in your future. That's a great place to do it. We totally appreciate the support as well to help grow our business, our life, reinvest into you guys, grow your business, your life. And as I always say, we're all in this together. So rhinohitch.com, that's the last thing I'll say too. 10% off of all orders there. That's a brand new partnership. Maybe you've never seen them before. Check those Facebook shorts, check the YouTube channel or Instagram. You can check out the adjustable drop. It'll be the last drop and hitch you ever have to buy for that truck, which is really, really exciting. So guys, that's it. That's what I got for you. Appreciate the time. Appreciate you letting us pour into you today. Go out there, make it a great day. And we look forward to catching up with you guys here on the next one.
Please don't forget about Jobbers Professional Development Day, Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. Gary V kicks things off with his lessons on leadership, and then you're going to jump into 12 sessions focused on people, profit, and process, featuring that amazing list of speakers that I gave you at the beginning of the show and many more. Then Julie and Zach Ertz close the day off with their advice on building a resilient mindset. During the entire event, you can network live with other business leaders who get what you're doing, what you're building. And here is a little Brian Fullerton pro tip for you. Register right now using the link in our description, and you're automatically entered to win a set of new tablets, new team uniforms, an iPhone 12, and more. And if you want to write jokes for me, hit me up on IG.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.